And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello there. Saw the movie The Sky is Pink. All right, now this is basically based off a true story. A very emotional impact, so yeah, prepare to choke back some tears. All right, so it's basically, it starts off, it threw me off when it started off because it was basically a kid talking about her parents' sex life. And immediately, apparently the person talking about it is a teenager. So it feels uncomfortable in the beginning. And then she introduces the fact that she's dead. And I was like, okay, is this like a Tangled thing where this is the story about how I die? But no, it basically, a girl is born with, well, a degenerative disease that's basically, she has a low risk of living. She gets cured of that only to find out something else is going on. And it's about basically everything that went along in her life, everything that, what she didn't let it get her down, even though it did get her down at times. It was about her trying to be there for her, with her family, her seeing the fact that her parents were doing everything for her, and the fact that her parents were falling apart because she was gone. Their life basically revolved around her. And it's a very heartfelt story because it just gets you because for me, I was able to see a perspective because it's like, this is probably what my parents were going through when I was going through a lot of medical issues. The struggle that parents have to go through when their kids are sick, the complete unknown of not knowing what to do. Even like there's a part where apparently the doctors led to the death of their first child because if you know anything about the medical field, no offense to doctors, but depending on where you're at, sometimes they pretend to know everything. I've come across that a few times, but luckily you need a second opinion for something, especially when it comes to the health of a child. And it was kind of like very heartfelt, because it's just like, there should always be help for kids. Always be help for kids. You shouldn't have to travel across out of your territory, out of your nation just to find help for your child. But everyone pretends to know everything, and it hurts because the mother ended up becoming the doctor, the one who knew the best things for everything, and would yell at her husband because he didn't know this stuff, even though he was slaving away to provide money for them to live off of. It's a very it hit close to home for me, especially just because I was basically, well, I can't say I relate, but at the same time I can somewhat relate. Always going to doctor's appointments, always having to be like, the medications, the routines that you have to do, all that stuff that is embedded into you when you're sick, a sick child. And it just really got me close to home because it's just like, this is, you don't think of it at the time what your parents might go through or are going through, what your family is going through. Because even my siblings had to struggle through my ailments, and it's just like, you're seeing it. She has a brother who's struggling, who's falling apart, and on basically her last moments, he breaks down and lets her know that he can't let go. It's just, he's so attached that, yeah, it's a very emotional story. The fact that she did TED Talks, she did all this, basically talking about, yeah, the only certainty in life is death. The fact that she's expecting to be there soon, but yet everyone will die. Yeah. Sad movie. And honestly, the greatest part about it was all the home videos at the end, the live footage at the end of the family, because you got to see how she was actually jovial even as a kid when she knew her life wasn't going to be the same as everyone else around her. Because even for me, I got angry when I couldn't be like everybody else. And just to see someone who's accepting it even at a young age is just, it gets you. It gets you. And yeah, definitely worth it just for the very end, to get to the very end. Because I was like, no way. And it gets to the live footage and I was like, crap, I was a terrible to my family with that. Oh, definitely worth a watch, just to get the tears out and to feel motivated to see someone like, yeah, there's something about seeing someone who's honestly worse off, who just pushes through it and sees the good in everything, the joy they can have. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles!